Remember when we got on that one bridge? It was like the railroad track. It was right down here, man. Fucking was hanging off of it and being stupid on it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, we could have died. You remember you were doing something really fucking crazy. You were hanging off the side of it.
Oh, yeah. I remember
you remember that? Remember how we would go down in those little cubby holes and let the trains go over top of us?
Fuck yeah, man. What the hell? That was crazy.
Fucking in the middle of the Olentangy fucking river, dude. Like, that drop would have killed us alone.
Hell yeah. Was it like 3 feet of water or something?
I have no idea. Yeah, it wasn't that deep.
Remember the one, man. I always remember this fucking when the city center and we was down there and we took them fucking
we took the pills. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That was Sue. Remember Sue? That was Sue that gave us those pills.
I couldn't remember her fucking name. I couldn't remember her name. I really couldn't.
Yeah. We were sitting there. We're getting ready. We're just sitting there in the middle of the city center mall, and she goes, "You guys want one?" Or no, she says, "Do you want a pink heart or something like that?" Right?
Yeah.
And she pulls out these fucking pills. They're pink hearts. And remember, I looked at her. I'm like, "Yeah, sure. How many are you supposed to take?" She goes, "I don't know." So we took a handful of them, dude. Like, remember that a handful each, and that was like, other than that, we were smoking weed and shit like that, right? Before, but we never had any other drugs.
That was
and you were going out with her at the time, and then we walk her out to get on the bus because she's just like going home and shit. And remember, me and you were walking away from the bus, and we thought to ourselves, "Yeah, these pills don't do nothing." And as soon as we walked into the city center, shit just got real, man.
It did.
We were leaning
like
up.
Everything was going so fast, but going slow.
Yeah. I couldn't see straight. we were walking with ourselves leaning up against the wall, and remember we were walking up to we were walking up to strangers, and we're like, "Hey, we took something." Remember that? And a bunch of people are like, "You need to call 911."
Man, that was crazy. I wonder how many people walk past us like, man, they're tore up, man.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, man, that was freaking awesome. Yeah, but our first house that we had when we moved out of mom and dad's, the water was frozen in the toilet, and then we also remember Nikki, our dog. Yeah. Yep. Nikki would get underneath of the covers, and we had this hair dryer. Remember the hair dryer? And we would put it underneath the covers, and it would get too hot and overheat, and it would click off. And then when it started to cool down and it got cold underneath of the blanket, it would kick back on. It was almost like a real working furnace.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. I remember that. Well, it wasn't awesome.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't. I couldn't wait to go to work half the time, because it was warm at work. In retrospect, thinking back, we could have just easily just paid our work bill.
You ain't lying, man. Yeah, I miss those days, man.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
I feel old, man. I got people calling me sir now.
Ain't nobody calling me sir, man. It was just a bunch of people calling me Cobra, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember you talking when we talked about that. You told me you was gonna do it, man. That took off big time, dude. I mean, I was like, that was amazing.
Yeah, man. I met a lot of awesome people, dude. It's freaking awesome having because that was our dream when we were kids. Like, oh, you remember? I don't know if you remember this or not. When we were going to Reynoldsburg High School, and we were going to Reynoldsburg High School, and I would record these tapes with me talking, and I would be playing music after a while. It was almost like a shock jock, pump up the volume kind of stuff.
Oh, and I remember.
I would take the tapes and leave them in the bathroom at school for someone to pick up, and I wouldn't let anybody know who I was.
Cool.
That's like the early days of YouTube, man. That's like before internet and things like that, man. That's and skip ahead, I don't know how many decades. Here I am doing the same thing on YouTube.
That's cool, though, man. That's really awesome. Yeah. I remember the karaoke machine, man.
Oh, yeah, our karaoke machine. We actually named it as a band member, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. What was the name? I don't remember. Dang
Dude,
it.
I can't remember either, man. I
can't remember.
Yeah, we got to get together, dude, and start playing some music. I want to do, and not just randomly. I want to, it to be structured, and we get together and we do like 4 songs, just 4 songs, and some pretty old school death metal, like 6 Feet Under, but a little Nirvana twist to it.
Yeah, we could do that definitely. Yeah, man. There's this guy that I knew. I've known him. Because he's like a cool dude, you know what I mean? But he's horrible, and he keeps talking about, man. He's got a band, and he's like, we play on the weekends and da 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 da. I went over there. This is about a year ago. It was the funniest thing. He's like, we need a singer, so I go over there and I'm listening to these guys, and everybody's playing like something different, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I just stopped. I just watched these guys, man, and they were just drunk. And it was crazy. It was great. Like the one, like James, he plays like Metallica, and then John, he does more like 9 Inch Nails. You know what I mean? So it's like a whole mixture of different types of stuff.
That sounds cool, man. Hey, I'm getting ready to interview some dude. I got a new show that I'm starting called Unlisted. It's where I upload a video and I don't make it public, but I allow people to have the link. And I'm going to be interviewing this guy that lives on the same street that Kurt lived on. And he does his own. He's got a local band. It's like a solo project thing where he's, it kind of sounds like a little bit of grunge, but a little bit of Skinner maybe sometimes. I don't know, but he used to play with Kurt.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I can't wait to get on the phone or get on Skype and talk to him. That's gonna be an amazing conversation.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, that's definitely cool. Yeah, my son, man, my oldest, the one that's autistic, first time ever, man, and it sounded so good. We was at my old lady's sister's house, and what are them things called, Ronnie? You get them for kids, man. They're like you hit them with the sticks. Xylophone, or it's like a xylophone, or you know what I mean? Like the little ping ping is like a fucking
yeah. Okay, I know.
Man, and he started jamming, man.
Really?
I don't know how, dude, but he was playing. I was like, man, that is cool. So
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
man, get that kid a keyboard, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to. That's why I got him one for Christmas. It's a older one, but it's a Yamaha.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, it's got the different sounds and everything.
What's crazy is I still remember Sue's phone number.
Damn, right? Shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, I won't say what the first 3 are, but the last 4 are 6228. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah. God damn.
Remember we used to call her and do Beavis and Butthead and kick the phone?
We did. Yeah, we did. Man. I did about 6 months ago. I called the Blitz again, and I don't know if they played it or not. I didn't pay no attention. Real long burps.
Oh yeah, dude. We were always getting on the Blitz. Remember?
Yes, we was. Shit. That was cool.
Yeah.
We used to prank all kinds of people. I remember that though. That was cool.
My strangest memory of you is when you went to go live. You went to go spend the night at Noah's house, and you never came home. You never came home. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you guys came home, and you had started some David Koresh cult thing with these people. You remember that? You remember that shit, dude? Like you were acting like you were going into like this trance, and there was a god that was talking through you, or a demon or something like that. And you had everybody, and you loved Mindy. You were like so in love with this girl, and she was engaged to Noah, and you were this god, and you told Mindy and Noah that they were not meant to be together, and that they were supposed to break up, and they did.
I feel bad, dude. I feel bad. I forgot all about that, dude.
Dude,
Don't tell nobody
what in the world? No. That came out in the open, though. You know what I mean? Because I kind of cornered you. I'm like, dude, what you done is like serious. You got to tell these people that you're just fucking joking.
I felt like Charles Manson.
You did. You were. Just ain't nobody died. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Nobody died, but yeah, man, that was for someone to do that. I mean, that takes skill, man. What the heck? That was, oh God.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was locked away. You brought it back. I forgot. I did. I feel bad about that. God.
Remember when we were out? We worked third shifts, so when we had days off, we would go out in like the middle of the night. Remember we were doing like screaming karate or doing a scene from like some Bruce Lee movie in a field, and a cop came and not arrested us, but told us that we'd get arrested if we didn't stop. That someone called because of weird noises, and remember he told us to play in the street. He goes, go out there and play in the street.
Yeah, I remember that. Jesus.
Oh, remember behind Odd Lots? And that cop came up to us, we didn't know it was a cop. There was a van coming up to us, and we had a bunch of knives on us, like always, right? And his van,
I remember.
Yeah, the van comes up to us, and so we changed directions. We're like, oh, look at this guy, dude. Look at this guy. So we changed directions, and it matched our direction. So we pulled our knives out, and we were like, come on, motherfuckers, let's go! Next thing we know, a guy comes out of the car and states that he's police. He pulled a gun on us, and then other cops came out of nowhere, and they forced us down on our knees. Remember they were pulling your hair because you had long hair? And they were pulling your hair and slammed us down on our knees and stuff, and like, why are you pulling knives out on cops? They're like, I didn't know you were a cop. It was just
I remember
a van.
that making myself pissed because they put you all, like there was like a puddle or something, and they like slammed into it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, put me right in the puddle.
And then remember when you got that car? What the hell car was it? That big? It was like a Chrysler or something. Remember the one that had the key thing was broken in the trunk?
Oh, yeah, Ford LTD, 1977 Ford LTD.
And you got stopped, remember? He was like, what's in the trunk? He said, I have no idea what's in the trunk. He said, well, let's open it. It's like whatever's in there.
Yeah. They searched our whole entire car, man. Actually, that wasn't the 1977 Ford LTD. That was the black and red vampire car, the Ford Granada. Right?
Oh, the Granada, yes, it
was. That's what that was. And I can't remember what year that was, but I think it was a 76.
I think so.
But they searched that car, and remember, they were like, you got any drugs or weapons in the car? And I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden, I remember that dagger I used to carry around all the time.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's a knife in the car. It's on the. So he was like, okay, all right. So they searched through it, and they found money for us. Remember that?
Oh yeah, they did, and gave it to you.
We got back in the car, and there was money sitting on the seat, and we were like, oh shit, look, we got fucking $5.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that was great.
Shit.
Remember, you took my damn Fiero, and you wrecked it into a school bus?
Yeah, I remember that.
God, that was crazy shit, dude. You remember when we saw Andrew Hunt get shot in the head and drive down the road all bleeding and stuff?
Dude, I looked into that. You know, he was shot more than just in the face, man.
Really?
They shot him. I guess it was shit of some. Who the hell? Ron? You remember the guy? What the hell was the guy's name? Ran with him all the fucking time.
JB, Mike Bailey, Jay Bailey.
JB, yeah, Jay Bailey. Bailey, shit. Yeah, he told me that when that shit happened, he had got shot like fucking 15 times in the chest and the face too.
Where'd you see JB at?
He was down here.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah, he's alive. Barely.
Damn. As an adult, he didn't like come at you with any animosity?
No.
Really?
No. If he did, I'd stomp his fucking face in.
You remember those dudes wanted to kill us, man? Remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember that.
They wanted to kill us. They even said they were going to kill us.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I told him. I mean, dude, I was like, Oh, Tina was with me, so I couldn't. I was pissed. I was just gonna be a fucking dick, but Tina was there, so just in case anything happened, I didn't want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was. He was like, "Oh, we were just young and whatever." I'm like, "Man, fuck, I wanted to just cuss him out, dude."
Oh, you called him out on it?
Yeah. He didn't say, "Joe, we were young and whatever." Dude, I don't care no more, man. Like Tina told me too, Josh, you're gonna get killed, man. I'm like, why?
I'm going after all my childhood bullies.
Well, she told me. Well, she's worried because, like, I remember how before. I mean, like, I would say shit, but I didn't really say it. Now I'm just fucking wide open. I mean, like this one guy, I had a pit bull. This was like 6-7 years ago, but I had a pit bull, man, and fucking walking him down the street. The guy was walking his. And he said, he goes, "Well, you want to fight your dog with my dog?" I said, "What did you just say?" You know, he said, "Well, we can fight him, whatever." And I let him talk for a few minutes. And I was like, "You know what?" I said, "How about your dog and my dog sit and watch me and you fight in the cage?" And the guy's like,
shit.
Yeah, he looked at me crazy. He said, "Man, you're fucking nuts." Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't care anymore, man. I don't know. Call it old age, I guess.
Dude, we never cared, man. We never cared. Remember that when we were standing at the library and that dude, those two dudes in that pickup truck flipped us off, and we went running after them. They were bigger than us, man. And remember they were running. They ran red lights to get away from us.
Yeah, they did. Shit. I remember that. I forgot about that. And I still remember, the one thing that sticks out was that it was the coolest, most adrenaline fucking skate ride in the world, dude.
I remember that, man.
That was awesome. I wish we could have videotaped that, dude. It was so sweet.
Yeah, we were dodging all kinds of stuff.
Then was it you or was it me? One of us almost ran that old lady over when she was coming out. I think was it groceries or something. I don't remember what she had in her hand.
I think it was you, yeah.
She threw it in the air like,
Yeah. Remember down at the train tracks, man, when we was like wondering what those people were doing in that abandoned building, and they pulled a gun out on me, you, and Wes?
Oh, fuck yes, dude. I forgot about that shit.
Remember, I was stuck on the train track, too, and a train was coming. I was trying to smash quarter. I was smashing this one quarter all day long. And I was looking for it in my jacket. It had a hole in the pocket, so I couldn't find it. It had gone inside the jacket somewhere. And I seen the train was coming right in front of me, man. And I'm not standing on the track. I'm standing on the other track. But behind me was another train coming on the track I was standing. But I couldn't hear it because the other train was closer. And I thought all the sound was coming from that train, right? Sure. So I had just looked over at you guys because you guys were standing underneath the bridge. And I saw you trying to come over towards me, but Wes grabbed you. And I'm like, "What's going on over there?" And I happened to look behind me, and the train was right behind. I remember I stepped off the track just at the right moment.
I remember that. I remember.
I was stuck between both of the trains, man. And I was right in the middle. I mean, you guys probably thought I got hit or something.
I did, dude. I was yelling. I remember now because I was yelling at Wes. I said, "Why in the hell did you stop me?" You know what I mean? Like, why did you stop me?
Yeah. And I'm sitting there scared, dude. I don't know if I peed. I'm sitting there. I'm in the middle of both those trains, and I can't fucking talk to anybody. And I'm like, at that point, I'm worried if there's like any parts like sticking off the side of the trains that are going to decapitate me.
Oh yeah, shit. Man.
Oh man, we used to hop on those trains too and ride them. Remember, one train we hopped on, got like too fast, and I noticed it was going fast, so I jumped off, and then you hung on for just a little bit longer, and when you jumped off, you fucking fell, dude. I mean, you fucking rolled. You hit that gravel so hard. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember. I went rolling like 50 times. Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, that was nuts, dude.
That hurt too. I remember that. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, my son, he embarrassed me last summer. I didn't tell anybody. You're the first person I'll tell you. We're out there, and we just fishing right over here in the Scioto. And I cast out, and I cast his pole out, and I'm sitting there, and he noticed. I didn't notice. He said, "Dad, that moved." I said, "It didn't move, son." I said, "Just wait a minute." And this is my youngest son, and he kept saying, "Dad, it moved again." I said, "I don't see anything, you know." Well, he went on and he grabbed his pole. When he did, you just seen it. Bam! He jerked it, and he caught him. It had to been, but it was about a 20-something pound carp, and he fought that thing for about maybe 20-something minutes, and he got it in there.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. I fish for carp, dude.
Man,
I know how to catch them. I know how to target them every single time. You can ask everybody here in this house, man. I know how to catch them.
Then you would probably be able to tell me, because on my bait I was using the dough balls, and on his I just threw out chicken liver.
Yeah, they love chicken liver more. I don't care what anybody ever tells you. Corn balls, Wheatie balls, dough balls, marshmallows, anything like that, man. Chicken liver is what I fish for with carp, and I can tell you exactly how to catch them every single time.
That is awesome.
You will make people jealous that are sitting around you and shit like that. You take. Here's what I do, and people laugh at me sometimes when I get all set up. I use an exhaust pipe that I get from like AutoZone, those little extenders and shit like that, and I pound it into the ground so it's standing straight up, and then I put a little tiny piece of chicken liver on my pole, and I cast it about 3 feet out, only 3 feet. And then I loosen my drag so that way they can run off with it. And I take the pole and I put it inside the exhaust pipe so that way the pole's standing straight up, and then I tighten my line. Now, everybody's going to tell you that this is the wrong way to do it, but I catch carp every single time I go out. And when you put it up, the reason why you put the pole straight up is because you ain't got to set the hook. As soon as they run off with it, the pole's already setting the hook for you.
Oh, yeah.
So when they grab a hold of it, you don't want to have your line too tight, because since you're catching them so close to the shore, it puts a lot of strain on your line and on your pole as well. So you want to loosen up the drag so that way they can take it a little bit. Now, catching them 3 feet from the shore doesn't mean you get to reel them in 3 feet from the shore, because they pull that line out. And as soon as you get one on there, you pick up your pole, you tighten up your drag a little bit, and then you start reeling them in, man, and you're fighting with them for about 10 to fucking 20 minutes. And that's how I fish for them, and I catch them all the time, because I was thinking to myself, where are these damn carp at? How do you catch these carp? Because I couldn't figure out how to catch carp. And I'm like, every time I see carp, they're always at the shore. They're always at the shore rummaging through the grass and shit like that. And I'm like, man, that's a big fish. So I decided I'm going to fish right there. And that's where I catch them with chicken liver.
That's cool, man. Well, my son wanted to make one, but I went to help him out, and I just don't know, like, how to do it. I got it to where I got his name. He got it's Nate 614. You know what I mean? Like I put that on the form, but I just don't know, how to get subscribers for him and all that. And he's been just tripping on me, like, I don't know nothing about it.
Well, you gotta make content. Like when I was gonna tweet him out, but when I went to his YouTube channel, there was only like 1 or 2 videos, and he's only asking for subscribers. So you gotta have a reason for people to subscribe. You gotta have content. You gotta be talking about something or showing something or something like that. I'll tweet him out, no problem. But he's gotta have stuff to watch, And like I think I've got almost 500 videos on my YouTube channel. Because I upload almost every other day.
Well, that's what he kept. Well, see, then I was wrong then, because he kept asking me, Dad, I got to make videos. I said, son, man, make the couple videos and then see what happens, So, okay.
No, you need a lot, because when somebody see the way YouTube works, when somebody likes a video, they go, oh, this channel's pretty cool. So they click the channel, and then they'll click the videos to see what other cool videos there are. And if there's only like that one video or just a couple videos that are really cool, they're not going to bother subscribing, because they don't know if you're going to upload anymore.
Oh, I see what you mean. Shit.
Like, people binge watch on Netflix, and people also binge watch videos on YouTube too. So it's always good to have a binge watchable library there.
Well, he asked me about because he's into superheroes, and he had an idea, and I thought the idea was cool, but I just don't know how to go about doing it, because I don't know how to. He wants to add like video to it, like what do you call it, Ronnie? Like kind of like a still, like a picture of Wolverine, and because what it is like what happens if Wolverine fights, or if Wolverine's power was matched with, you know what I mean? Like a mix and match type thing.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a cool idea, man, because he's big. Oh my God, I thought you was a Wolverine freak, man. My son is a Wolverine freak. He is, man. I'm like, Jesus.
I'll tell you what would be a really good content, and it's super easy, and people would love seeing it, is for you and him to record your conversations. Be like, you could title the video Wolverine versus Magneto, right? And then it's just a son and a father talking about, you pick which one you think would win, and then he picks who he thinks would win, and then you guys sit there and debate it and argue.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, man. That's great content, dude. That's like a podcast, and then you guys can sit there and give reasons why and this and that, and do that for a whole bunch of different characters, man. Just do like 20, 30 videos. I guarantee you get subscribers out of something like that. That's cool.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, I still draw. Did you see my artwork on Facebook?
Yes, dude. That's awesome, man. You should be making money doing that shit, too.
No.
Fuck yes, dude.
I made myself a Deviant art account where people post their pictures and look for work and shit like that. Well, when I did that, I realized there are people out there that should be famous, and not just one or two, millions. And a lot of them are way better than me, and I'm like, I have no chance in this market. Like, none whatsoever. And I gave up that pipe dream.
You're damn good at it, though. You still do it at home, though, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. Shit.
All right.
Yeah, man.
And,
do you use Skype when you do your live cast and stuff?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to do one. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do one in like 30 minutes. So if you're free, just send me a message, and then I'll see it, and I'll just add you to the call.
All right. That's cool.
All right, dude. Take care, man, and I love you.
Love you too, Bubba.
All right. Bye, bro.
Bye.